Hi, this is Weekly Reflections, and I'm NancyJoy. Glad to be back here with you. It's been a busy summer, but I think I've landed now. I'm going to be here for a while. Astrologer Jim Driscoll was giving an interview on 5D radio a little while ago, and I was listening just the other day to that interview. And he's very fascinating. I had not heard of him before. But he gave a lot of wonderful, interesting, encouraging, and yet a little bit disturbing information about Pluto and Capricorn. Pluto has been in Capricorn. It came in 2008, and it will leave in 2023. So right in that very powerful time span. When Pluto was last in Capricorn, that was the time of the American Revolution and the French Revolution, which changed the course of governance in the whole world and pushed us into exponential growth, rapid growth. So it was a huge shift and change point, taking us into 2012, which also was in this time frame of the Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto is known, amongst other things, as the destroyer. Think Platonic here. And Capricorn is the master, let's say, of structures and forms. So Pluto is in this space right now to destroy, if you want to put it that way. I like the word deconstruct, those old patterns and foundations and forms that have kept us in prison planet, not realizing our potential and the truth of who we are. So in that vein, you can see just how powerful this Pluto in Capricorn time is. And we are right now at the apex. We're at 2015, which we're halfway through. So his prediction is things are really going to heat up this September and October, going very much more chaotic than they've been to shift. But he assures us that by 2023, which is only, 7.5 more years from this time, we will be well into the golden age. So this is getting exciting. I find it a little disturbing emotionally, and I'll talk about that when we get down to the emotional field, because this is a time we must let go. We must let go of the forms and structures. And even me and all of you who know this and all of you who work on this and live this to the best of your ability, as awakened as you are, those old structures that have supported us, as well as the ones in our mind, but we've talked lots about those. I'm talking about the financial system and the educational and the government and the medical. We have relied on those. And so as they start to fall apart, either personally for us because we've made choices not to be so vested in the system, or because they are falling apart, it's going to affect everybody. And any way you look at it, it will create chaos, but more chaos. But at the same time, why this period between, especially September 23rd and then on into October, is powerful, because Dr. Simon, I think it's Atkins, has predicted, and the astrologer Jim Dellicolli has backed it up, and many other people too. I've written some about this, and there are some links. But that's the time of the tipping point. Maybe you want to call it the wave, as Simon Atkins does. Maybe it's the event, as Cobra and others call it. But I think without a doubt it's safe in saying it's going to be here this fall. And exactly how it's going to come down, what it's going to be like, I don't know. I think we can expect a little bit of a time of chaos. On the other hand, we also know that the fabulous new frequencies and energies coming with this tipping point wave event are awakening us in ways we never imagined we can be awakened. And that goes for everybody to the extent that they're ready. So the outcome is exciting. And yet the disturbing part comes as this is going to push us into our deepest and most profound emotions. The ones that fear for our safety and for the future, the ones that we're used to clinging to and we know are holding us back. This is really the point for us You know, we're at the apex of the roller coaster, so to speak, and we've struggled and struggled, click, 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 to get up to the top. So it's time to throw your hands in the air and go into that chaotic jumble of the ride and know that you're going to come back and land and get off. And you're going to have had a wonderful ride. So emotionally, I guess the main thing I want to share with you is that the feelings are going to run rampant and they're going to be deep. And so it's especially important that you understand that we've talked about this in another Reflections. There's a link here for those of you on YouTube. Please, please, it's just a month or two back if you go to my YouTube channel, going from 3D to 5D emotions. Ezekiel has a beautiful message there. And it basically is we're no longer going to be processing and going back and to our childhood and finding out blah, blah, blah. It's all over, completely done. But the exciting part is we are now, it's time for us to learn to use our emotions constructively, to not allow them to control us, but as God creators in the new frequency, they'll be very, very important in helping us create. So we need to learn to do that. So as you may be hit by this wave a little hard or coming into it or have these feelings, please take advantage of the mini sessions with Ezekiel and I, the free ones, or have a regular full session if you're really going through a bad time. Special discounted price through the event for the time being at $65 instead of $90. So we're here to help. This is going to be quite a wild ride. We've trusted in these 3D safety nets, and we realize they've been false. But then we have to create what's going to catch us, right? So exciting and a little bit scary. Believe me, I'm not exempt from these feelings, and that's when I'm really glad I can touch into this 5D emotional field and get some help. So things are only going to get better. They're only going to get better. We can all feel this September, October thing coming. Even though we can't explain it, something great this way comes, to the famous quote. So catch the magic, stay in touch, and take care of who you are. We'll see you next week. Bye.